Hello and welcome to the Energetics of Business podcast, where we bridge the gap between the woo-woo and the tech. My name is Michelle Douglas and I'm an energetic alignment expert helping entrepreneurs to tap into their inner power and create a business that flows with ease and authenticity. In each episode, we'll dive into the strategies that blend soulful alignment with practical business know-how. Now, let's dive in and align your business from the inside out.
Okay, let's dive in. Imagine this scenario. You're a spiritual practitioner, maybe a healer or a coach. You absolutely know you're here to serve, your heart's fully in it, but maybe the clients just aren't quite showing up like you hoped.
Yeah, that feeling. It's pretty common, unfortunately.
Exactly. And our deep dive today is looking at insights from Michelle, who's an energy and empowerment specialist. She works right in this space, helping spiritual folks attract clients.
That's right. You can find her work at energeticsoftbusinesshub.com.
And Michelle, she asks this really direct question right out of the gate. Are you maybe spending more time praying for clients than, say, posting about your services?
Or sort of waiting for your spirit guides to handle the marketing side of things.
Yeah.
It's a challenging perspective, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Michelle definitely values guides, for support and insight. They're amazing for that.
Mm-hmm.
But she's very clear. Their job is in business development. That's on you.
And that leads to what she sees as a core issue. If your whole plan is just asking guides for clients, well, Michelle argues that's actually an energetic problem.
Right. It's not that spirit isn't listening. It's more that, spirit needs something tangible to work with. You need to give the energy somewhere to go.
Okay. So it's about co-creation.
Exactly. And this ties into her core ideas about manifestation needing movement. Energy loves momentum. Attracting clients isn't only about raising your vibration.
Although that's part of it, surely.
Or absolutely.
Yeah.
But Michelle really emphasizes it's also about like a calendar shift, actually scheduling business actions.
Okay.
And a nervous system shift, pushing past that fear of being visible, And sometimes, honestly, it's just hitting publish instead of tweaking forever. It needs real-world action.
So action is key. But what does Michelle say alignment isn't? Because I think many of us, especially in spiritual circles, can kind of confuse waiting around with being aligned.
That's a great point. She draws a clear line. Real alignment, in her view, isn't passively waiting for some big sign before you do anything.
Right.
It's not like journaling constantly about your dream client, but never actually talking to people.
Or just burning sage because you're anxious about marketing.
Exactly. That's often fear masquerading as spiritual practice.
Okay, that makes sense. It's distinguishing passive spirituality from, integrated action. So what is aligned action then, according to Michelle?
It's clarity, but clarity put into motion. It's knowing the very next practical step, the one that feels aligned with your intention to serve, and then, crucially, taking that step.
So it's internal and external alignment.
Precisely. Being an energetic, congruence your beliefs, your energy match your goal, and reinforcing that with actual tangible actions is your energy and your calendar syncing up, your mindset and your marketing efforts.
So the idea is you bring the structure, the strategy, you make yourself visible.
You provide the what.
And then your guides can help fine-tune the how, the energetic frequency of it all.
Exactly. But, as Michelle points out, they can't optimize something that doesn't exist. They can't boost your visibility if you're hiding. Maybe calling it spiritual surrender when it's actually fear.
They can't align something that isn't moving.
Right. They need you to start building.
Which I guess leads perfectly into the solution Michelle developed for this exact challenge.
Yes, exactly. It's called the Aligned Business Breakthrough. And it's designed specifically to bridge that gap between sorting out the energetic blocks and taking the necessary real-world actions.
And I saw that within that, especially in the tiers 2, 3, and VIP options, there's something called a guided soul activation using Akashic Records.
That's right. Many listeners might know the Akashic Records is this kind of energetic library of the soul's journey. So Michelle uses access to the records in this activation to help you uncover where maybe past actions or even current energy patterns are misaligned with your business goals.
Okay, so it reveals the blocks.
Yes, the energetic blocks. But also, and this is key, it helps identify the concrete steps you need to take. How to shift the energy so it actually matches the success you want.
I love how she puts it. She says it's part soul blueprint, part energy clearing, part business kick in the aligned pants.
Yes, and sometimes that kick in the aligned pants is precisely what's needed, isn't it? for spiritual entrepreneurs who feel stuck.
Definitely.
And her core message really circles back to this: your guides. They aren't ignoring you. They're not holding back. They might actually be waiting for you to make the first move.
So it's less about begging the universe.
Right. Or just meditating harder. It's about creating that momentum through taking aligned action that matches the intention.
So if you're listening, maybe the shift is from just asking for clients to actively co-creating the conditions for them to find you. It's about taking those steps that let spirit really partner with you.
Which brings us to a final thought Michelle poses, something really worth sitting with.
Yeah.
Are you still telling yourself you're waiting on divine timing? Or is it possible that divine timing is actually waiting on you, waiting for you to act?
Wow, that's powerful. And this conversation really just touches on Michelle's work, which is part of this bigger series on the energetics of business we've been exploring.
That's right.
So if this mix of, spiritual understanding and practical business action feels right, checking out the Aligned Business Breakthrough at energeticsbusinesshub.com seems like the logical next step.